This demonstration video shows you how to sort and filter the trade data within the trade data window so that you can remove unwanted data from the display and spot trends in the data more easily. You will first need to select the data using the Trade Data Query Wizard as demonstrated in the previous video in this series called How to View and Analyze Your Trade Data. I will first show you how to sort and limit the data we selected in that video, which looks at product level data. I will then take you quickly through another example where we will look at total trade in order to identify the top import sources. This window currently shows Tanzanian trade with the world between 2005 and 2014. It shows data for all 4-digit product codes of the harmonized system, but it is currently hard to identify trends in this data as there are lots of fields on display and many product codes to navigate through. You can use the functions within TradeSift to customize the way you view the data to make it easier to digest and spot trends in the trade flows. There are two main ways to do this. We will firstly go through the Field option and then the Quick Filter option here. Within the Field section, you can easily show or hide the imports, exports, or trade balance data by clicking these buttons here. If you would only like to see export data, then you can click the Hide Imports and Hide Balance here. You can see that in the main window, the imports and balance data columns are now hidden. If you would like to customize the data further, you can open the Customizing Trade Data window by clicking the Show Fields List button here. This window is divided into 5 sections. The largest section at the top of the window lists all data fields not currently on display. The 4 remaining sections show the fields that are currently displayed in the data window. To remove the fields from the Trade Data tab, simply drag and drop the field into the top section of the window, as so. You can also add fields to the Trade Data tab by dragging fields from the top section into the relevant other section of this window. You can see the data window is responding as you move the fields to and from the data area. When you have finished customizing your data area, close this window. The Trade Data window is now only displaying the export values from Tanzania to the world. However, all 4-digit product codes for 2004 to 2015 are still visible. To further limit the data shown, we can now use the Quick Filter section. In this example, I would like to find out the top 15 exported products from Tanzania to the world in 2014. To do this, select the top 15 product codes by export value in 2014. You can also use the Average option in the Using drop-down menu to show the top exports on average across all the years you have selected. In addition, the options available in the By drop-down menu are dependent on the data fields you have on display. In the previous step, we edited the data fields so that only export values were on display, which is why this is the only option available in this drop-down menu at the moment. As you can see, the list of products has reduced to show only the product codes we are interested in. You can easily see that a key export product from Tanzania to the world is unwrought gold, then precious metal ore and concentrates, and thirdly, fresh or dried coconuts, Brazil nuts, and cashew nuts. Analysis at a higher digit level, such as the 6-digit level, would be required if you wanted to find out more information about the exports within these categories. For example, you might want to find out whether it is coconuts, Brazil nuts, or cashew nuts that Tanzania exports most of. At the 4-digit level, this is not possible. To save this product selection, you can click the Save Range button here. Select the option to save the 15 products, at which point Tradesift will provide you with a default name and description. You can edit these fields, then click on the Save button here. The saved list of products can now be seen in the Project Explorer. You can reopen this list from the Project Explorer by double-clicking on the item. You will also be able to recall this list of products in subsequent trade queries, when calculating indicators or selecting tariff data. This allows you to concentrate your analysis on only the top 15 exported products from Tanzania to the world. I will show you how to recall this list of products for use within your analysis in the demonstration video How to Calculate an RCA. Saving this list of products is different to saving the data selection, which can be done through the Home tab on the Options bar. The saved product list is just the list of products and does not include information about the underlying data. If you save the data selection, which can be done through the Home tab, this saves the underlying data, but this cannot be used to limit your analysis in subsequent trade, tariff, or indicator queries. The saved product list can be found in the Ranges section of the Project Explorer. When you reopen this from the Project Explorer, you can see that it is just a list of the product names and codes. If you reopen a data selection, saved in the Data section of the Project Explorer, you can see it reopens the underlying data. You can also export this data selection in a range of formats, including PDF and Excel, by clicking Export in the Home tab here. You can also produce charts, tables, or open the data in the inbuilt Spreadsheets program, Sheets, to further manipulate the data by clicking on these buttons in the Trade Data tab here. As I mentioned previously, you can use these buttons in the top right-hand corner to edit your data selection. For example, we can now change the partner from World to China by deselecting World and selecting China. Then select the Refresh Data Grid on Close button here. Then close this options window by clicking the X here. The data window now shows the top 15 exported products from Tanzania to China in 2014. This product list can also be saved by clicking on the Save Range button here and following the steps we went through previously. And of course, you can also save or export this updated data selection from the Home tab. Now, I will quickly take you through the steps to identify the top import sources for Tanzania. We will first need to open a new Trade Data tab and use the Trade Data Query Wizard to make our selection. For a more detailed explanation of how to use the Trade Query Wizard, please see the video How to View and Analyze Your Trade Data. Firstly, click View Data, then Trade. This opens the new Trade tab and Query Wizard. Select the nomenclature to HS, and we will select the digit level to Total Trade, as we are now interested in the total trade flows between countries. Select your country of interest, then proceed to the Partners list. Here you can select all countries, however, you must then deselect any regional groupings that you have loaded into the project. In this example, we will need to deselect World, Sub-Saharan Africa, SADC, and the EAC. This is a really important step. If you do not remove the regions from this list, there will be significant double counting, and the trade shares column will not be accurate. Select your years. I will select 2012 to 2014. Then proceed to the end of the Query Wizard. I will now use the sort and filter options to find out the top import sources for Tanzania on average between 2012 and 2014. Firstly, remove the Exports and Balance columns using these buttons. Then use the Quick Filter options to select the top 10 partners by import values on average. You can now see the top import sources for Tanzania over this period. As we still have the import share column visible, you can see that although the USA is, on average, the 10th largest import source for Tanzania during this period, it only accounts for roughly 2 to 3% of total imports each year. Thank you very much for watching this video. For more videos, please visit tradesif.com. And please do get in touch with us if you have any questions.